Hi, I'm Xiaojie. I'm a psychotherapist and also the director of CandleX. In my last video, I talked about the first step in systematically building mental health in the workplace for employees' well-being, and that is to have a focal person in the HR department who has a clear role in this function. Today, I'd like to talk about the second step. What would this focal person do? First of all, it's important to acknowledge that the fact that this focal person probably doesn't have knowledge of what to do in terms of mental health. In China, we're all still at the very beginning to explore what it means to do mental health in the workplace. The head of HR or the supervisor of this focal person needs to reduce the workload of them so they can have time to explore it. We have a Chinese saying, 舍得, if you want to gain, first you have to let go. And I know it's really tough, and most positions are at their full capacity, especially employees who are capable and always motivated to try something new. So it's really hard to reduce their workload. It's just something that you have to figure out by yourself. If it doesn't go on to the focal person's monthly plan, the mental health won't show up in their monthly results. Actually, let me be brutally honest here. Mental health work is a process, and even if the focal person does everything right, you still won't have anything to show off right away. It's just the beginning because you're still on step 2, exploration and learning. And now let's talk about the channels of learning. In recent years in Beijing, for example, I've observed a significant increase in the number of forums, panel discussions, media interest, and reporting on workplace mental health. These are events and resources that are available to the public. So if you're the supervisor of this focal person, you could encourage your team members to participate in these events and to bring back 2 things. 1, specific tasks that can be implemented in the workplace. Second, external resources that are available, whether that's counseling, therapy services, public crisis hotlines, or other well-being service providers. Additionally, this is the third one. With the information you have, you can create an initial plan that covers half a year or a year. In my last video, I briefly mentioned the limitation of one-off workshops on mental health. So here, I encourage you to think in the time frame of 6 to 12 months. Does that sound easy? Probably not. The bad news is there are more challenges. So if you're the focal person or you're the HR head, you might be unsure of how effective the plan is. You may be questioned by the higher management, and you might be told that mental health is important, but the budget is quite limited and nothing could be allocated. This is a very normal experience for all pioneers who pave roads that don't exist yet. This is a test of your own faith in mental health, a test of your resilience, your patience, and a test of your communication skills. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn, as some people say. I want to share with you a quotation that really inspired me when I first founded CandleX in 2015. And we've been doing mental health work in the community here in Beijing for the last 8 years and a half now. Even in small numbers, when there's consistency, change can happen over time. I do wish you good luck in this process, and do not hesitate to get in touch if I could be of any help. And you can reach me via email at xiaojie.qing@candlex.cn.